And I realized I didn't want to just cook. I wanted to create.
Hello my people, and welcome back to another episode of Sit, Sip and Chat. If you're new here, my name is Glenda York of GCY Initiative. GCY Initiative is a destination marketing initiative based on the island of St. Martin, and Sit, Sip and Chat is where I sit with different persons in the community and we talk about all the great things that they have going on. Today I'm sitting with Miss Naomi Adriana. No, before we get into the conversation, I have to give you a little bit of information about Naomi. We're going to talk about where it is we be, what it is we drinking, and then we're going to go right into our chat. So, Naomi Adriana is born and raised on St. Martin. She went to the Milton Peters College. She didn't go to my school, but I know her via, and here we are anyway. You may know her name, and now you get to know a little bit about her story. Naomi has transitioned from dance and choreography to the culinary arts, collaborating on booth concepts and operations, infusing bold flavors and energy. Together with her cousin Shuriaka Priest, she independently launches Hana Kana, continuing a family legacy in carnival entrepreneurship. Naomi's strategic evolution showcases her consistent presence and authenticity across various carnival spaces, from performance to food. Hana Kana by Namaste Cuisine, booth 25, which is born from Namaste Cuisine's passion for flavor and culture, reflects Naomi's 20-year involvement in carnival. 20-year involvement. We're going to get back to that part, because that part, she kind of dating us a little bit, but I'm going to get back to that part. But guys, if you don't know, we are here at Great Bay Media Studios, Kanagita Street, number 32, Unit A. If you're a content creator, if you're a business, if you're looking for that marketing thing to just pick up and bring people into your business, definitely check out Great Bay Media Studio. That is Great Bay Media Studios at gmail.com. Definitely check them out and let them know you heard about it right here on Sit, Sip and Chat. And if you want to know what we are drinking. So the lady does dance, she choreographs, she makes food, but she does make drinks too. And she was so nice, she bring me a drink today. Cause she know me and she know what the show is, and she say I can't come in my hand swinging. She bring me a drink. We ain't got a name for the drink, but it don't matter because the drink is here. It is good. We gonna do a cheers. A salute.
Cheers.
And we gonna get into this conversation. So Naomi,
Yes.
you make it.
I did,
You
I
make
did,
it.
I did, yo. I did, I made it.
Yay! I'm happy to have you here.
I'm happy to be here, I'm happy.
You know why I'm happy to have you here? Because I think I've been bugging you for a few years, and you let me know that you like behind the scenes, and being in front is not your thing. But we here, and we're going to talk to the people, and we're going to let them know what it is you have going on.
Yes.
Okay, I'm here for it.
Okay.
So, for the people that don't know, because I think a few of us that are involved in carnival, that go to carnival, has seen your face.
Yes.
On the stage, doing her thing. One of the OG background dancers that keep that energy just going and going, and you're like, but it don't get tired? Like,
We used to get that a lot. We used to get that a lot.
Because you just keep going, and at the end we see the deep breaths taken, but we don't see it during the performance. The performance is like, listen, it's done, and you're just showing your professionalism in what it is that you do. But before I rant too much, who is Naomi? Leave the people that don't know, that haven't been paying attention, a little bit about Naomi.
Naomi is multifaceted.
There we go.
She is very focused on being authentic. I love being in the background. I love to create in the background, and I love to see what I create on the forefront. Whether that is in the dance world, in the culinary world, whether it is helping somebody curate a menu, come up with a new concept on the dance floor or in the food world. So it's kind of crazy, but with 20 years of teaching in the game, contributing towards Carnival heavily, I'm ready to bet on myself.
There we go. And it's about time.
That's what everybody keeps saying. Yeah, that's what
And if all of us saying it, we can't all be wrong. It's about time you step up in the forefront. So before we touch on Hanukkah and Carnival and all of that, because we have to get to know the person before we know what it is that you do. You went to school, Milton Peters College. Mm-hmm. You went away to college.
Yes, I did. I went to the Netherlands. I spent 9 years there, left to become a gym teacher. That didn't work out too well due to many culture shocks. And then I went to do what I know, which is
dance. Okay, so why did you want to be a gym teacher though?
Because back in the day, I would say leaving to go study dance was really a taboo. Mm-hmm. And Caribbean parents would watch you and be like, you can't provide for your family doing that. What happens if you become injured? Then you can't take care of your kids. You can't, contribute towards the family household the way that you would normally do. But I wanted to be moving. I wanted to do something that I loved. And growing up, I was in judo. I danced like 5 to 6 days a week, mm-hmm. including assisting. And when I really made up my mind that I want to wake up every day and love what it is that I do, if I can't dance, there has to have some kind of movement going. So I fixated on that. I would swim twice a week before school during the week, run track on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and very much show up to dance class. So I've been naturally in a routine, on a schedule from a very young age, which has contributed heavily, naturally, I must say, in just the way that I move and maneuver through life. Some people might say, she doing too much. She everywhere. But there's a reason why I like being behind the scenes. I don't have to be vocal about what it is that I'm doing. What is private to me isn't known.
See, you said all of that, and I wasn't even thinking she's doing too much. I'd be like, I can't even imagine finding the time and the discipline to do all of the activeness. Because you hear so much, you need to be active, you need to be active. Mm-hmm. But before it was a thing to be active, you were just naturally active. You just had to do it.
Yeah.
And that just led you to the passion of what it is that you want to do. Mm-hmm. And I think that is a reminder to us that you inherently know what you want to do, but society often sways you for different reasons. And it's a reminder to listen to yourself, because you know what makes you happy, and you should live a happy life.
Yeah.
And you should go as best as you can, even if it's a part-time, if it's a side hustle. You should find a thing that makes you happy and pursue it.
Yes.
And I'm down for that. My people, I get a little insight into Naomi and who she is. You see, she's smiling because she knows it's true. We're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back. My people, we are back. We are still sitting on here with Miss Naomi Adriana. And now we're going to talk about dancer Naomi, because I think that's the Naomi that I knew. When I was first introduced to you, I was introduced to Naomi in the Netherlands. I think I was shown a picture of you in a hip-hop outfit. I think you did a
photo shoot, yeah.
I think it was a photo shoot. And that's how I was introduced to you. So my first question is, what drew you to dance? What about it? What about dance just said Naomi for you?
Music.
The music?
From small, I loved the music and whatever it made my body do. And my mom enrolled me when I was about 6 in motions dance, and never looked back.
Hey.
Practically. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And what would you say was your biggest takeaway that dance has taught you over the years?
Boy, I would say time management, how to prioritize, getting a creative outlet to express, I feel, is very important. So much. so much, honestly.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I think that's important to touch on, because people see the dance and then be like, oh, but I just dancing. Like, for instance, for carnival. And I think that's the most relevant one that I can speak on. Because if you see someone up on stage, I think you appreciate it more than you see the dancers dancing on the road.
Yeah.
But there are dancers, you see the coordinated dancing, the choreographed dances that each troupe puts on, or most of the troupes put on, which is part of it. And they take it for granted, I think. But you as a dancer and a reveler, let's put that out there. As a reveler,
Yeah.
I think it's important to point out the different things that dance teaches you. For me, I'm not a dancer, but I'm a dance mom, as you said. I think the time management and the discipline is an important thing, because discipline is a thing that I have to work on from time to time for myself. So I like the extracurricular because it teaches my daughter the discipline and the time management. And we may not like it now, but we still gotta pursue it. And if this is what you want to do, this is the work that you gotta put in. But as far as the time management, how does it teach you time management?
Something simple as packing your bag to ensure that if you are transitioning from, you go to school during the day, you need to make sure that your dance bag is packed. If you don't have your ballet shoes, if you don't have your jazz shoes, you might not be able to even get into that class, you know? So just ensuring that you have your necessities that are needed for what is happening after school and know the consequences that come with it is going to keep you sharp. But also if you realize you forgot something, you know what the consequences are. So it teaches you all of those things too. But I feel a really key takeaway is it teaches you social skills. The friendships that are established at the dance school, those are the same friends that I carry today.
Hey.
Yep. 25 years, 30 years later, we still here and we still rocking. So I feel like dance is a lot.
Dance is life. Dance is life a little bit.
Yes, for sure. But creating is life.
A big impact.
Creating is life for me. Dance is a big part of life, but creating dance is a bigger part of my life. So I started at...
So this is, since you said that, quickly, what is the difference for the persons that don't know? Because I overheard someone with the best of that we tend to have, and there was a category of best dancer / choreographer, and I think it rubbed a few people the wrong way because those are two different categories. What is the difference between a dancer and a choreographer for persons that are oblivious to those things?
Dancers perform, choreographers create. So a dancer is the subject that a choreographer uses to execute their creativity or their art. Okay. If that makes sense.
So it's like a painter uses paint.
Yeah.
so the choreographer uses the dancer to express what it is that they're trying to do.
That is their canvas. The dancers are the choreographer's canvas.
There we go.
Yeah.
So we're clear on that.
We're clear on that.
Okay. People, we're going to take another quick break. We'll be right. Don't blink now. We're going to come right back. My people, we come back. The drink's still here going on. Naomi, how far are you?
Almost done.
We about the same, man. I feel bad. We about the same.
It's good.
If are you interested in, carnival time, Hanakana, booth number 25, you pass by, you ask for whatever it is, are you going drinking on sit, sip, and chat? I want that because it had look good and Glenda say it had taste good. So all you know, because Glenda ain't gonna lie to you. So we was talking about dancing, and then I hear you have a second love. So we like dancing and we like cooking.
Yes.
And the cooking is another thing we take just as seriously as dancing.
Yep.
Tell me how we transition from dancing to cooking, if it's always been there, and then tell me about Namaste Cuisine.
Okay. Food has always been there. I was raised around a family that cooks a lot, but I have an aunt that caters hardcore. So growing up, I used to be in her house all the time. Curiosity led me to her cookbooks, and cookbooks has pretty pictures. And me being somebody that loved to read, after I ran out of reading books, I transitioned to the cookbooks. Hey. And I always thought, like, hey, if something is presented in front of me that I don't really like, it would be interesting in maybe reading instructions and seeing what it is I could most probably tweak or fix to make it likable to me. And that's what really happened. So it started from like cakes and stuff and just watching her cater really nice Carcelinian snacks like cheese balls and pastry cheese and stuff growing up. And then the cashew cakes coming out. Ooh. And then it was just like inevitable. But dance was my love then. And I would really say when I came home and there was a summer, I just wanted to bet on myself. And my friends was really like, Naomi, I think you should just sell food we gonna buy. So a summer, I gathered me, my mom, my cousin, and my brother. And we decided that we're gonna stuff some avocados and tomatoes and make some sandwiches. And that is how Namaste kind of started, actually. And it was pretty successful. Hey. And that was a test run. So that was my I believe I can moment. And then over the years, I was like, okay, let me see if I could actually do something from this. So when COVID hit, I feel like it was the right time to kind of step out. Worked on a logo with a great friend of mine's, and he also motivated me to bet on myself too. And Namaste Cuisine was born. And I've been practically running a ghost kitchen. This is the first time I'm really showing my face and stepping out there. I wanted to do more than just cook food after I transitioned from the COVID period, cooking for almost 2 years independently, and then transitioning back to a 9-to-5 because we got responsibilities. I really wanted to see how I could maneuver being somebody that experienced organic growth. Namaste grew out of my control at a certain point in time, and I pressed pause
Okay.
And I went back to the drawing board to see, how we move forward.
Yeah.
And I realized I didn't want to just cook. I wanted to create.
Okay.
So whether it was helping others, because a lot of people hit me up and be like, Gnomes, I know you just do this. You think you could help me with XYZ, or where I could go to find this. And those of you that know me in my 9 to 5 knows that I make pigs fly and I'm very resourceful. So I've used my network, my resourcefulness over the years and just kind of created this whole personal network, if that makes sense. And assisted people in creating menus, because some people love to cook but they aren't creative.
Yes.
They can't create. Some people might have a concept and really don't know how to put that down on paper. So I wanted to be somebody that could be able to translate that for them. And over the years I've assisted in some booths creatively. Marketing wasn't something big 5 years ago when we were celebrating Carnival 50. Want to point that out. And here we are for Carnival 55. Everybody's on the marketing bandwagon, which makes me really proud being a St. Martiner, because it allows local booth holders to invest in themselves to really attract a crowd. So after helping everybody, I'm ready to help myself.
There we go.
So I'm stepping out independently, and Hanakana is more than just a vibe. It is evolution. It is a legacy, and is the best way that I could be authentic to St. Martin, I feel.
You see, that's an interesting choice of words, that the Hanakana is the best way that you could find to be authentic to St. Martin.
I wanted something real. I didn't want something corporate. I wanted something that was authentically St. Martin, authentically Caribbean. And Hanakana is it.
Wait, and then you just said the name again. So, right, for those of us that know, that's in the, you use it the people them name from the people them song. Nobody ain't coming for you?
No, we cleared it. What up first? We cleared it. We cleared it.
Okay, so then we clear on that. So we know the Hanakana, Booth 25, verse ain't coming for nobody.
No, but you might find him there, because I believe he's dropping Hanakana.
Because everybody does be in the Hanakana, as I heard in his song.
Yep.
A lot of people does be in the Hanakana. So we'll keep an eye out to see where it is you does be during Carnival. So what can we expect? Because I feel like, you're sitting down here with me. You give me some nice drinks. I'm going to pass by you. What it is we can expect in the Hanakana?
Vibes, energy, good food that you don't need to second guess or post on social media because it wasn't plated right. And I know what else. Rum.
Oh, jeez.
No, man, but vibes, energy, rum, not good food, great food, consistency. But literally, if you know, you know.
And I think that really sums it all up.
Yeah.
Is that if you know, you know.
If you know me,
that says it
you
all.
know. And I show him my face. Carla, you know me. So.
Okay. So wait, I got a question, because we share, but I want to go back a little bit. You said 20 years in the Caribbean, in Carnival, in the entrepreneurship. You continue in a family legacy, I believe you said.
Yeah.
Who was, which family, how that had to pursue?
So growing up, my mom and my aunt had a booth in the Carnival Village. I want to say they did it maybe a year or two. That's when we was in plyboards and it was just gravel and old school Carnival Village. And then from that experience, they transitioned outside with a food truck across from the police station on the Pondfield. And I experienced my grandmother whipping up at least, I would say like minimum 3 10-pound bags of flour back to back to back, non-stop. And I was just like, oh my gosh, they're gonna never finish. But they used to finish religiously, like work. And unfortunately, no, my family kind of just tease me because they say my grandmother passed the Johnny Cake torch over to me. So
now you gotta put in work.
I've been putting in work
There
since.
you go.
Yeah.
That's good. Because as we can see, Naomi doesn't do it halfway. There's no mediocrity here. We have to create. We have to put it out there. And now we're putting ourselves out there to let the people know about the Hana Kana, boot number 25 in the Canaba village.
Yes.
When April come, you know where to find her, you know to find the good food, you know to find the good drinks. If you know, you know. If you don't know, ask somebody that know. Because you need to know about this. Naomi?
Yes.
That's it. Thank you for coming to sit with me.
Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you for my drink.
Shuri, big up yourself. Bop bop.
What she said, Sudi? Yes. Definitely. One more cheers. Salud.
We did it.
To a good carnival season. Carnival 55. We in there. Boot 25. Let me do this.
Hana Kana.
And my people, until the next one, have a good one.